I'll start off. Bernard Raymond came in this morning with symptoms, so he'll be placed in concussion protocol. And with that, ready when you guys are.
Take our first question from James.
Shane, we just talked to Ryan and EJ about this, but Ryan said he had a conversation with AR about subbing himself out. Did you talk to him at all about that and maybe the optics of how that looks when you're the quarterback?
Yeah, we had a conversation about it this morning in the quarterback room, which I'll keep private. But obviously, in those situations, he knows, right, on those type of deals, like you can't take yourself out. And, it's a learning experience for him, and he's got to grow from it.
And then one quick follow up. I know you've said after a couple of games this year, you got to be better for him, for the team. But you specifically, how can you make things or help AR, I guess, be easier out there or have an easier life out there when he's playing quarterback?
Yeah, I think, maybe it's obviously we're dissecting everything and we're evaluating everything, running the ball better, putting him in simpler positions, getting the ball out of his hands quicker so he's not dropping back, sitting back there. So we're constantly evaluating that, but we gotta be better there.
Stephen?
Hey, Shane. Asking this not as an opinion of me, just to get you on the record, right? Because you're the guy. Under what circumstances do you think a young guy at that spot would benefit from sitting? Or is your philosophy more like just you got to push through it and that's how you grow,
Yeah, I think it could go either way, right? I mean, there's certain guys that, throw guys into the fire early, and there's other guys that let them sit back and watch. So obviously playing, like I've said before, the more you play, the more you learn at that position. But is there a benefit sometimes in sitting back and watching? Yeah, of course there is. And so those are just, conversations that go on in the off season and constantly going on through NFL football teams.
Greg?
Yes, sir. Shane, I'm going to have two for you, so don't want to jump in too quick. First one is there's keeping the defense guessing with play calls. There's doing what you keep saying you want to do, which is being better for Anthony. There's a line there. I realize that. Do you think yesterday you were on the right side of that line?
On the right side of it?
The correct side of it. Like you can keep the defense guessing, or you can just try to make it easy on Anthony. And I'm wondering are you leaning the right way?
Yeah, I mean, we're trying like crazy. You know what I mean? I'm always trying to constantly put them in the best positions as best as I possibly can, and sometimes it works out, Greg, and sometimes it doesn't. Obviously, we want to be productive when we're out on that football field, and we want to score points and move the football and be efficient on third down. And we're constantly working through that process.
Okay, and then I guess a combo question is 34 seconds left in the half. Results-driven league, but your quarterback's 2 for 14, and you're on your 12.
Mm-hmm.
So double question, not related. In real time, I'm like, why are you doing that? So can you please, why'd you do that? And then second is Anthony starting Sunday?
Right now in that situation, it was a minute left. They had all 3 timeouts. And so we started off with a run, see if we could pop it there, get some yardage, and we did. So we said, hey, let's kind of be aggressive a little bit and go for it. And obviously we, didn't convert the second down pass. And then it was third down there on that situation. And then we thought we could get a play there and complete a pass, and it didn't work out.
Is he starting Sunday?
We are evaluating everything.
Nate?
Shane, it feels like when you guys have gone to some of the more design runs for Anthony, it's been more in the second half. Is there, with that conversation, I mean, how much of it is trying to keep some of these hits off and keep the risk away from him versus, putting him in positions where he can win with his legs? Because yesterday he talked about how, he thinks he can run, as well as anybody who's not Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, Nate, I think it goes back to like when we have these quarterback runs, right? We're reading the guy. And sometimes it dictates whether he, keeps the ball or hands it off to JT. So there is a balance there. And sometimes he might have more design runs if they give him the read. If not, we're going to hand the ball off. And then obviously we can get under center and hand the ball off like we did to JT, to start the third quarter there. So we work through those things.
Dominic?
Yeah, Shane, what would you say is the identity of this team right now, or offense, defense, however you want to answer that?
I think the identity right now at this moment is our resilience and our toughness. We've been in one-score games every game this year, and our guys keep fighting like crazy, and there's never any quit in this team. So I would say that.
JJ?
Shane, at 4-4, kind of the halfway point of the season, what sort of was your message to the team today, just in regards to Houston being 2 up in the division, but still quite a bit of opportunity left ahead?
Yeah, I think right now, obviously sitting at 500, we're right in the thick of this thing. And like we said before, earlier on the season, we got to start hitting our strides. November's coming up, November, December, we got to play our best ball. Everything's right in front of us. And if you look at the standings, I mean, we're sitting right in the middle of it. We're right in the thick of it. And everything we want to achieve is out in front of us. And we got to go get it.
Chap?
Hey, Coach. 2 things. Again, at the end of the things didn't go well at the end of the first half. Anthony's 2 of 15. Was there discussion at halftime about going to Joe or not?
No, there wasn't.
But I don't want to read too much into what you said, but when you said you're evaluating everything on him starting Sunday, is there a question that he starts Sunday in Minnesota?
Like I said, we're evaluating everything, not just the quarterback, everything. Like, we all got to be better. I mean, we're sitting at 500. And, I think, looking back at what we've done, there's a whole bunch of areas that we can improve on. I'm not just talking about the quarterback. I'm talking about everything. And we got to be better moving forward.
Thank you.
Do a couple more here. Go, Kevin.
Shane, when you say evaluate everything, any questions about you as a play caller?
Right now, I'll still be the play caller.
Okay. And then second, when you want to get into the week, what exactly will determine what route you take quarterback-wise in terms of those evaluations?
I don't know. We'll have those ongoing conversations in the next couple of days.
Joel?
Shane, in the past, you've kind of said, when we've asked you about starting Joe, you've said Anthony's going to start. Is it just the way the passing game's gone that's led you to evaluate that part of it?
Yeah, I think, obviously there's a whole bunch of different things, right? I mean, there really is. It's not just one guy, right? It's everything. We got to just look at the whole big picture and look at our football team, look at our roster, look at our personnel, look at our scheme, and then we go from there.
And last question, James.
Shane, you say you're going to evaluate everything. Did the self tap out thing, did that factor into this at all?
No, it didn't.
Okay, just to make sure. And then secondly, just to get it on the record, I guess. So you're saying, is Anthony your starting quarterback right now or not?
Right now, today is, yes.
Just you don't know for the upcoming game if he is a starting quarterback.
We're evaluating.
Okay, thank you.
Great. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate your time.
All right, thanks.